Alright. And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Talking Ish. I'm with Kalen Berry again. We got a topic for today. Today we're talking, just talking shit. We're talking shit about the 90s. Which, by the way, I think is the greatest decade in the history of ever.
What?
You really gotta work on your screen presence, my dude. What?
I got good screen presence with your mom.
So what topic do we wanna hit first? Toys, food.
How about Caleb's like you?
Hayden, go to your room. He wants to be cool so bad. Turn that down.
Rubbing chins with the mic there.
Dude, I did that on last week's episode.
Could
and,
you hear it?
I rubbed it with my mustache and
That shit frozen, my guy.
yeah, it is frozen. But I think Facebook just froze. It's not.
Fuck Facebook.
It's not. But no, I did. I rubbed the mic with my.
Honestly, with that statement, with the where you were saying '90s being the best or whatever, I think it's a nostalgia thing. I mean, because like in reality, you only have the 2000s and to compare it to. Like it's all been kind of shit.
Yeah, I guess. I do love the 90s though, man. The toys and the food, the commercials. I went back and I watched old 90s YouTube commercials with my son a while back. And he was just sitting there like, this is what because I also had to explain like the ratio and how it looked like it came from a VCR. You know what I'm talking about?
What's that?
The way the VCR had like the tears, the lines. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
When just picture a movie being played in a VCR.
Okay.
And the lines, like when you're starting it up, it's got like the white lines.
Oh, okay.
It's in the screen. You know what I'm talking about?
All right.
So that's what I had to explain that to him. Like this is just how it was. You had to mess with bunny ears.
To get TV.
To get it clear, there was no HD, 4K, none of that nonsense. To get any kind of high definition anything, you had to use those 3 chords.
Yeah, what was it? The red, white, and yellow.
Red, white, and yellow. Yeah, I had to explain that to him. But like, I mean, toys advanced so damn fast within the 90s too. I mean, we went from. I mean, how many systems did we have like in the 90s? Game systems, I mean.
Probably too many.
Okay, so for some reason, I'm still having a problem here seeing the chat. It won't pop up. So let me see if I can possibly go to. Is it showing in Streamlabs? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, I don't need that. All right, we had 3 channels. 3 channels. Oh, yeah. You had to put the top to 1 number, and then you had to rotate the bottom
Yeah.
dial to get to the correct fucking channel. And then...
And that was the good old days?
That was the good old days. Video games had to be on channel 3.
Or if you were lucky, your adapter had the ability to choose like channel 3 or 4.
Yeah. I forgot about that too, yeah. See, yeah, okay, so yeah, Savannah says PlayStation, Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo 64, and Xbox. That's what we had in the 90s. So we had 4 consoles. We went from disc, or from the 90s, we went from cartridge, and we started playing on discs, and we got DVDs and shit. But she makes a point. She said that we could get handheld games from McDonald's. The toys from McDonald's.
Yeah, those definitely were better.
Bro, the toys from McDonald's in the 90s, you would get little Game Boys. Yeah, it was that 8-bit. You didn't get it like a PSP, but what I'm saying is that they put effort into their toys back in the 90s, whereas now you just get like a piece of cardboard or something, you fold it into a chicken. Or you
That's origami, my guy.
You fold it into a man who didn't waste his money on this piece of shit toy, and then you role play as him.
Man, fuck that turkey.
You said fuck the turkey?
Yeah.
What'd the turkey do? Wait, what turkey?
I don't know. You were talking about turkey.
I was talking about turkey?
Gobble gobble.
Did I say anything about turkey?
I think so.
No, I don't think I did.
You said you folded up into a chicken.
The chicken.
So I said chicken, not turkey.
Yeah. That's what I said.
We're not doing this again. People need to start thinking this is set up, and he's just stupid. It's not.
I'm not stupid. I get bitches.
You're pretty stupid. Make that bigger.
We got bigger fish to fry.
Would you stop? Dude, I need a new co-host. Anyone looking to start a podcast? I need a new one. But anyways, so yeah, you would get handheld games in McDonald's. McDonald's also had the ball pit, which in retrospect pretty gross.
It is pretty fucking gross.
now that I'm really thinking about it,
You know how many of the hepatitis were in that bitch?
that's pretty gross. Yeah, go play. Stop.
Well, I mean, also back in the 90s, we had metal slides. So, like, going to the park, anytime during the summer was like, you need to be ready. You ever scorched your ass on a metal slide?
You look back and there's burnt pieces of your skin trailing down that metal slide on a hot summer day.
It smells like seared ass when you get up.
We're having fun. Someone either somebody's barbecuing or a child just went down the slide. Whichever it is, I'm thinking roast beef for dinner.
Merry-go-round, that was that shit.
Merry-go-rounds were not that shit.
They were.
You talking about? Did you ever? Savannah says, "Bro, did you ever do wax paper on the slide trick?" I have no idea what that means.
I don't either.
Can you explain that in the comments while I explain why I... So, the reason I'm reading out the comments is because I'm going to take this audio I'm going to post our video on YouTube and stuff like that. And then I'm going to detach the audio and put it up on Spotify. So, if I'm sitting here answering questions or reacting to comments that the person who's just listening can't see...
That's some fucking sci-fi shit, my guy. The uploading and stuff. I only download. I don't know much about uploading.
What?
What?
What are you talking about?
You said you know how to upload to like Spotify and stuff.
Yes.
I don't know how to do that stuff. I'm more of a download kind of guy.
So speaking of not a Spotify guy, I'm a download guy. LimeWire.
Oh,
bro, were you
statute of limitations?
Were you a 90s kid if you didn't give your PC AIDS?
You remember when you thought you got the perfect fucking song, and then you heard, "I did not have sexual relations"?
No.
You never had those? Yeah, because you had to go with, like, when you were downloading them, you usually went to, like, more seeded ones. Like, oh, well, this has been downloaded 15,000 times.
Oh, okay. Savannah is talking about murder or suicide. She says you slide down with wax paper on your bum, and it essentially waxes the slide, and then you get too much speed, resulting in you probably denting somebody's vehicle with your face.
Bro, imagine using Crisco.
They come back to their car after everyone's left, like, who did this? And they gotta, like, Cinderella shoe that shit. Get everyone who was at the park that day and push their face into the indent. No, this one's too fat. Far too young.
This one has an Adam's apple.
This one doesn't have a head. I believe we should contact the authorities. After we find the guy who dented my car. Savannah says, it was so dangerous how we never broke a bone. Dude, it's because kids are invincible. Can we... I was going to say except for the ones left in the car, but... Look.
Are we talking about dead babies?
Yeah.
Okay, isn't this how Family Guy's podcast veered? Talking about... Okay, how many third graders do you think you can take on?
How many third graders can I fight?
Yes.
And win?
Yes. Before they finally get the best of you.
What grade is Marcus in?
Third?
All of them. Every fucking third grader on the planet at once.
The kid that failed twice. That's a fifth grader right there.
Not
of
like
them.
infinites. They're easy to just become a giant wave.
Anyways, so we're moving on. So kids are invincible. You know, you can.
No, I remember.
Your kid gets up and their arms twerk like this, and are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. And then just like.
I remember when I was with Kaylee, she was running through a courtroom just outside of it, and she ate this metal sign. Because it was perfect level, like there was clearance under it, but it hit her right in the forehead. So, dude, you could hear that thing, wow, 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 down. Dude, she put in work on that fucking sign, my guy.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You
It's
look
like-
back and it's doing the warping.
Well, like honestly, there was probably a concussion involved because that kid was nah, and then gone, like straight annihilation.
Wait, how'd they walk into it?
She was just running around, being playful and wasn't paying attention, or I guess was like really bad at limbo, like an overestimated how fucking tall the sign was and gone, my guy.
Kids don't. I swear they'll just get up and walk away and brush it off and like think.
Oh, that reminds me. Today at work, I was watching some TikToks and one popped up. I don't know who the actress is, but she was on The Big Bang Theory, the one that was dating Sheldon.
Oh, Melissa. No, that was the Jews. He was Jewish. I don't remember his name.
Howard.
Howard. Yes.
His name was Howard.
But he's just Jewish. I'm just not.
I know, but like just the three letters just is. I don't know.
It was
it's like-
4. JEWS.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, wow. my dog turned this singular bullshit into plural. But anyway, she was doing like a podcast, and she's some like mommy guru type thing, and she was talking about how it's detrimental to kids when like you tell them they're okay, but they're aware they're not. And I was like, nah, my guy, like, 'cause there are times where your kid's just being a dick, or like, you know, like I've had situations where my kid biffs it. Yay! Like, we just clap for him. Like,
I don't think it's necessarily good for them, but I don't think it's detrimental
Well,
to pretend that they're okay when they stub. If my kid rolls up missing an arm, waiting for me to react, I'm not gonna go, oh, someone got a boo boo. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, we gotta get to the hospital right the fuck now. You're probably gonna die. Daddy is way too high for this shit. You picked today?
I don't know. We went through a lot of shit when we were kids and we survived.
Buddy, I told you to go play. I swear we have video evidence of me telling you to go play like 6 different fucking times. Go play. This isn't a studio audience. We need from the peanut gallery.
Nah. Remember that time we all stole that golf cart?
From, what was it? Was it Nate?
Neil.
What? Gil?
Neil.
Neil! Yeah, I was like, isn't it? Wasn't it like a. It reminded. He had like a boxer's name for some reason.
Was it Neil or Newell?
Newell!
Newell. That's right, because when my dumbass was like super young, like before school time, I saw some motherfucker around the holidays put Noel, and I was like, damn, they really like our landlord. Like, I for some reason my dyslexic ass thought it said Newell.
Man, we fucking rent from a celebrity. He got his shit all up in Christmas time too. He's got to be. He helped.
And then didn't that dude end up getting a bike shortly after? Like one of the dudes that.
Yes, one of the guys. We got grounded for life. I'm still doing time. But yeah, we got grounded forever. And one of the other kids who stole because it was like what, us and 4 other kids.
Yeah, dude, it was like Sammy, like Big Sammy. Like, now that I'm older, I understand a 16-year-old hanging out with like 8-year-olds is kind of fucking weird, but.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I didn't think it was. I was like, oh shit, we're cool enough to hang out
Cool
with
as
Sammy.
fuck.
Like, bro, this guy's 16 and smokes cigarettes. Like, this fucking guy.
We're
Like,
goddamn popular.
yeah.
Mama thought we wouldn't amount to nothing, but
Nah,
Mama
but then
don't
it
know
was
what
like, I
Mama's
think we were
saying.
with Keith and his cousin Cody. Like, dude, it was like a bunch of us. Because I remember when we got that thing started with the screwdriver, when we got that thing rolling, like, we had some of us who were just, like, hanging off the side. Dude, that was awesome for the short time.
I'm a straight male. What do you want me to do? Anyways, so now that we have no viewers, because of me, definitely, we're local podcast, racist. I'm just kidding. But anyways, so yeah, 90s.
Well, I mean, technically, if you're gonna say that, like, kids are invincible, you're like, oh, except for the ones that aren't. It's like, well, you know, everybody's, you know,
Fireproof
fireproof.
until you set them on fire.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what's that dick in a box, or the cat in the box? Humdinger, or he was talking about.
It is phenomenal. And it is amazing to watch you fuck up so tremendously with a sentence. But miss not a beat
Oh, me? No.
on continuing with what you were saying.
Oh, yeah.
You said dick in a box. Cat in a box.
Oh, I'm good at fucking shit up. I mean, just ask your sister.
Savannah said Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a cat in the box, and I think it's like it's alive until he opens that box, and there's a dead cat in the box.
Well,
So
it's alive until he opens up that box and there's a dick in it.
Is that like the popcorn trick? First
I
off,
mean, a variation.
first off, that would be
First off,
whoever came up with that trick. You're a horrible person, because that's just gross.
you got some guy who didn't understand the assignment, and a chick's running out holding his dick in her hand. No, my guy. It was supposed to stay attached. You don't actually put the dick in the popcorn.
No, it's gotta be
Your bowl. 90s movies, Tommy Boy. Who remembers Tommy Boy?
I think he was an icon. And I hate it because everybody who dies, everybody's like, oh, that's, you know, they're like, oh, well, he's an icon. Or like anytime an artist dies, everybody's like, oh man, like they were gonna be number one. No, I'm sorry. Like, shut the fuck up.
Give me some. I would.
But Chris Farley was.
No. Don't. I would like to know who is that person?
What's that?
Who is the person that they were like, oh my god? And you're like, no, give me someone who. You give me someone, and I'll give you someone.
Lil Peep.
Lil Peep.
Yeah.
People thought.
And if you say the name I think you're about to say, you're getting the shit smacked out of you on live internet, my guy. So don't let those names come out your mouth.
So I'm pretty sure you don't know, but Mac Miller. Is that who it was? Is that Mac Miller, right?
Yeah.
The white kid, yeah. Not great. Not great. Just not great. Sorry, my guy. He just not like. I don't like any of his shit. Like, I don't get it.
Dude, Mac Miller was that guy. Like,
I'll take your word for it.
He wasn't a legend, but like, nah, like Mac Miller was.
Same thing with the XXXTentacion.
Never heard one of his songs.
Not a one.
Ever. Never.
Not a single one.
They did the same thing with Juice WRLD. They're like, he was going places. Like, he had a couple good songs that I liked, but
I
like, what
not
the
a one.
fuck?
Not a one.
There are just so many artists out there nowadays that are like in the 90s when there wasn't the streaming or this or that, like, in the 90s there was only a handful of artists if, like, you think about it.
I think the rap game is an unrealistic fight now. Hear me out. So there's obviously rappers out there that are really good, extremely talented, but like, that's it. Like, they are legends, you know, in the, like, how do you look up to, you know, how do you compare to, like, you know, Dre, Ice Cube, fucking Busta Rhymes, shit like that. Like, I kind of feel like, so everyone who comes to the rap games, like, let's just do whatever. Like, you're not going to compare to those guys, you know what I mean? Like, so I just feel like it's why try?
I mean, I guess. I mean, Dre wasn't even that good. He just was a producer.
Yeah, but look at who we produced.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, he was an amazing producer. I mean, that's why in MGK's diss track to him, he said, you know, I got all of my shit without Dre producing me. It's like, Dre's that guy. Like, he's been that guy. But, I mean, the rap game has just changed so much. Like, I mean, this is a topic we need to get the hell out of the way. But, like you said, you know, guys who, like, when they die, like, Biggie and Pac.
Yep. I know where you're going with this, and I've been on the receiving end of the hate of that. They're so overrated, dude.
It's like, no,
it's
like,
ridiculous.
It's because of the feud and the dying. Like,
yeah,
the
their music
story is iconic.
That's exactly their fucking the Tupac and Biggie's lives were movies.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, some
there's
shit.
no denying that shit. But I've heard Tupac, I've heard Biggie, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, they sucked. But their music was nowhere near what anybody's hyping it up to be. Legends.
Like, no, like,
I don't think so.
like, I don't know, like right now, let's talk about current day, like, guys that have come out in the last, let's say, 20 years. Like, who would be your guy that is like, hey, in the last 20 years, because like, people like Dre, you know, Eminem, Ice Cube, you said Busta Rhymes, all those people are like in the 90s, like 80s, 90s, maybe early 2000s. But I'm talking about in the
Top
last,
par for the show.
it's on like the last 15 years. Who do you think is that artist? Like, a guy, like, who do you think? And then, like, if we had to do a Mount Rushmore, okay, let's say it like that. If we had to do a Mount Rushmore of artists, I'm talking about they're iconic, they're influential, all that shit. Who would be your Mount Rushmore? And let's say artists in the last 20 years.
I definitely would put Joyner Lucas up there.
Okay. Not terrible. I mean,
Probably Tech 9.
Tech Nine.
Yeah,
See, I think with you that's a
maybe.
That's
I
a
think
personal
he's.
thing.
I think he. Dude, he. Nobody.
like me. I would have
Gates.
huh?
Gates.
Gates. Yeah, I have Gates. A lot of like if we had anybody watching, I don't think they would agree. Like Gates, he's popular, but he's not like, you know. So.
Well, Savannah's still watching.
But we
I
got
believe.
but we got Gates. J. Cole. J. Cole.
Have you heard what Your Heart?
Love it.
J. Cole and
Love it.
oh
That's
my-
what turned me on to Joyner Lucas when I heard that. Because here's the thing, I didn't like either of them. Like, I did not like them.
Right.
I was just like, they're not my cup of tea. Like, when I go to my phone, there's a handful of artists where I'll start to play their music, and then maybe I'll discover somebody else.
Right.
But I trust their music, and they're just not one of them.
Yeah. So
Joyner Lucas is close. Just he's lyrical.
for me, it'd be
Shit.
Joyner Lucas,
Tech Nine,
Tech
Kevin
Nine,
Gates,
Kevin Gates,
J. Cole.
J. Cole.
Mine is gonna be right on the border of 20, and the guy has lost his fucking mind, but he was a pioneer and paved the way. Kanye.
Dude has lost his fucking mind.
Dude, he lost it. Now, hear me out, dude. When I was a kid and I saw Kanye, I was thinking about it this morning. When I saw Kanye come out and he was like, George Bush doesn't care about black people, I was like, wow, you're fucking insane. But as I got older and I'm like, was he that far off? Like,
Was he?
was he? That's that bowling for soup shit that we were talking about.
Yeah. Was he though?
It's like it's yeah. Now you identify more as Debbie. You just hit the wall like shit's creaking when I stand up. That ain't the chair, my guy. That's not the chair. That's me.
Okay, let's talk about VHS tapes for a second, because I got grapes with those things. I fucking hate having to rewind, even as I don't give a fuck that that's all we had.
Bro,
I don't
I'm
care.
telling you,
It's bullshit.
if technology hadn't, this is how much I hated it, okay? Technology has advanced so much. Let's say it hadn't. Let's say we were our age back in the 90s when Blockbuster was that thing.
Real quick, keep that thought. But Savannah says now Kanye doesn't care about black people.
He fucking doesn't. He's a fucking idiot. He's brain damaged. But no, so let's say, we were adults. I would have happily have paid the rewind fee because Blockbuster used to have that fee where they would hit you with like 25 cents if you didn't rewind, if they had to rewind it.
Fucking take it.
Take it. Take
I don't
that
want
shit,
it.
my guy. You want a
I
whole
don't
dollar? Whole
Could you
dollar.
imagine? Could you imagine back when the dude who invented the automatic tape rewinder, he was like, "I'm gonna be rich forever." This is never gonna be something people don't need, and he was right for the time.
Bro, that shit gets me every time.
And then they put but then they put shit on disc, and I remember the first DVD I got, and that shit just you just take it out, just put it right back in.
Well, the thing is, so I remember when we were younger, before you could, like, I'm talking when DVDs were still like $30 a piece to get them, like $20, $30 a piece, like 20 fucking years ago. You know what I'm talking about? When they costed money. So I can still remember, like, so if you had like 3 DVDs, you were well off, like, at that point, when around that time. And I do not remember the movie, but I remember we got a DVD player for Christmas, and we ended up getting a DVD, and it was a Western movie, like a Billy the Kid type shit. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, you're talking about Young Guns.
Might have been.
Yeah, hold on. Ooh, bring that up real fast. Yeah, you're talking about Young Guns.
I remember, and then you end up watching the fuck out of that thing, like. Yep. That was it. Holy cow! Look at that cast. I don't know the two guys on the right, but I've seen the other four.
Okay, so Savannah's in the chat right now. She said she had a VHS rewinder because she was poor and suffering. Also, she also made her mom rewind the DVDs before taking them back to Blockbuster.
Oh, that is Savage, my guy.
She said that is Savage.
That is Savage, my guy.
That is Savage. Yeah. So
That's some like sending your kid into AutoZone to get you blinker fluid.
I still got to do that.
Yeah, you gotta send it in there. My daddy sent me in here for blinker fluid. You're gonna get the guy who's had a really bad day. He's gonna come out. Hayden's gonna come running out the fucking door, and that guy's gonna come out and fuck your car up. Oh, you think this is a joke?
This is a game.
I'm
Sorry, guys.
popular.
Give me 10 seconds. Messing with something in the stream. I just want to say this is really cool. I'm not sure if that worked. Hey, Savannah, can you message or comment real quick?
Oh,
It's supposed to be some.
diggy wiggy diggy diggy.
Supposed to be some chat highlighter, like when they comment, it's supposed to like pop up at the bottom or something. I don't know. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna get rid of it.
Y'all are on the ground floor. This is test run shit.
What? I need a brother not working. She said out of there's an entire American language, and she went with holla.
You remind me of B-Rad from Malibu's Most Wanted.
No. I did not remind you of B-Rad. You dick.
Give my dog the fucking headband. Get some like vanilla frosting so we can, vanilla tip his shit and.
Here's my thing. Why do you gotta be such a dick about it? Is it necessary? I know who you remind me of.
What's that, young man?
A less handsome me.
Yeah? Well, I still pull up mad bitchish, sir. Just ask your sister. That's your sister's cheeks right there. Steady motion. Keeping the pace. And now I got a Neff son. Alright. Tell me you hit the kill switch.
No. So this is streaming to my page, not my Facebook.
What page?
Talking Ish.
Oh.
The page that's already reached 300 followers. It's on the internet for everybody to see.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman. There, fixed it. Problem solved.
Food in the 90s was just absolutely.
Oh
my god! I thought you were gonna do the.
We're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about an
I thought you were
iconic
gonna
snack.
food in
Okay.
the 90s.
Okay. So I used to have dreams of these things because I didn't think they existed. I thought it was something I made up in my mind until they re-released probably like 5-6 years ago. Do you fucking remember Dunkaroos?
Yes.
With the kangaroo?
Yeah.
Bro, I used to, Mom used to keep some of those in the, right above the stove that.
And we'd get up there and steal that shit. Let's, we'll talk about how things from the 90s don't taste good nowadays. Especially grandma. There's no grandma from the 90s, I wouldn't imagine.
You ate your grandmother?
The Savannah mentioned the purple ketchup. Maybe this.
Oh, Scribbles?
Yeah, maybe this can't go on Spotify. Your account has been warned, and the FBI have been notified. You have T-minus 10 minutes before their arrival. Please get your affairs in order. I've never.
I should probably stop cashing her.
I didn't have an affair.
Check. Huh?
I did not have an affair with that woman. Did she really have a VHS rewinder and she's going to sit here and say she was poor?
Bro, we used to play football with teddy bears, my guy. We made do with made do. You when life gives you lemonade, you make mountain fucking dew, and that's what we did.
Not at all.
I mean, now we have crippling anxiety and depression, but we made it.
If you're waiting for a punchline, I got nothing.
Your kid's beating skin in the kitchen.
Play. God damn. All right. So, anyways, moving on. We got about 10 more minutes.
10 more minutes?
Just about.
What, motherfucker? Okay, but back to food that doesn't taste.
Oh yeah.
Dude, 3D Doritos, is it just me, or did something fucking happen with 3D Doritos? Because as a kid, dude, those things were fire. Then they got rid of them. I was upset. That's one of the things I want to brought back. They brought them back. They weren't bad, but like the nostalgia, was it all nostalgia?
I think they fucked the flavors up. Because like when they released just the nacho, but not the spicy, like whatever it was.
Oh, imagine 3D sweet chili. That, hey.
My flavor back then was jalapeno.
Doritos?
And Savannah says she thinks it was before the divorce, and so she's like, fine, I wasn't poor all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm glad your parents had a good marriage. I'm just kidding, by the way. I don't want anybody being like, he really is insensitive. It's a joke. All childhoods suck to someone.
Yeah?
Smash? Smash? What'd I say that would make her say smash? Sorry, Savannah said smash. What did I say?
I don't know. Do 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 do.
Hulk? Did I say Hulk? Are we doing smash or pass with Emilio Estevez or Charlie Sheen?
Doesn't he have gonorrhea? Charlie Sheen?
I'm sure it's fixed.
Oh. I swear he had
Oh,
herpetoid.
sweet chili Doritos.
Yeah.
Smash. I get it now.
Sweet
I
chili
thought
Doritos
we
are
were
fire.
playing. I thought we were playing Smash or Pass with the.
You ever seen those TikToks where like they'll do smash or pass and like something weird will pop up?
And he goes, "Oh,
Smash.
Like what? Steve McQueen or Lightning McQueen?
Yeah.
When it came to
Doing the Disney characters.
we were doing the Disney character Smash or Pass, and Lightning McQueen came up. He was like, "Oh, Smash."
My dog's just being honest.
He is, but
Call him Future.
So yeah,
He
we've
just
had
being honest.
the 3D Doritos come back. We've had the Dunkaroos.
They need to bring back Voltage.
Voltage came back for a minute, or Vault.
Vault, yeah.
Vault came back for a minute.
Drinks like a soda. Kicks like an energy drink.
I want my fucking Sobe back.
Sobe is back. It's been back.
Sobe's not back.
Sobe's been back.
Sobe is not back. I don't know where you be fucking drinking from, but it's not. Sobe is not back. It's been gone for years and years. Years and years. We had 2 new followers this stream, by the way. Thank you, Richard and Marcus. Appreciate
No,
this.
it's still a thing.
It's not a thing.
It's a thing.
But anyways, bring back my Sobe. regardless of what this a-hole says. So Volt came back. Fuck else came back, man. There was a lot of stuff that they just started like mass reproducing. Like, oh, you can have all this now.
Well, yeah, because when it was produced, those people are now old enough and have jobs. The nostalgia comes back. They know what they're doing. Just like McDonald's talking about this is the end of the McRib. Yeah, it probably won't come back for a couple years, but here's the thing. What's going to happen if they do a one-day special with the McRib in 10 years? I mean, whether or not you're a fan of it.
They're going to make $1.5 million.
Why a half?
Why
Like
not?
50 cents or 1.5?
1.5
Oh. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, why the 50 cents?
and 50 cents.
Go fuck yourself.
1.5 million and 50 cents. Savannah's talking about the glass bottles. Popping glass bottles. Boy. Yeah, okay. The Taco Bell pizza, I don't think. Well, I know what you're saying. That they came and it sold out. I don't think it was a marketing strategy by Taco Bell to like take it away and then bring it back, right? It went away because of COVID, wasn't it?
I don't know what it was. I know it went away and then they brought it back. I don't know if it was like supply chain issues or what. Why don't... I've noticed that most, and it's most, like I can't even think of one off the top of my head anymore. Fast food chain that makes a mushroom Swiss hamburger.
Sobe isn't in glass bottles anymore. Okay.
It's in plastic.
Okay, so what about a mushroom Swiss burger?
Why don't fast food restaurants carry them anymore?
Maybe mushrooms and Swiss is an upcharge that they don't do and can't, like buying Swiss cheese is more expensive than...
Because I remember like all the
fake
restaurants
American
used to have
cheese.
them. Dairy Queen had them, McDonald's had like all the restaurant, even shit. I remember a while back, dude. Wendy's had this fucking like cheddar mushroom burger. Dude, it was so good.
Savannah says supply. I don't know.
I don't know.
And she says Steak and Shake has a mushroom Swiss burger.
Do they still have it?
I think so. She got it the last time we had Steak and Shake. That was a while.
I want to say the last time I had Steak and Shake was that was when I was on vacation in Florida back in May, and yeah, it wasn't down there. But then again, they're all privately owned and just went through new ownerships and all that. But yeah, they used to have it, and that shit was delicious because it wasn't just mushrooms; it was onions too. They cooked them together. It was like slivered onions. Magnificent. What?
But yeah, that's our... I believe that's going to be our... You have anything else?
Not really.
Well, I believe that's going to be our episode for today. We had quite a few viewers. 2 new followers today. So I appreciate Savannah obviously sticking through the conversation. Gracie ass.
Grassy ass.
Grassy ass.
Oh, the word of the day is bruv.
Bruv. That's right. We're bringing it back.
Bruv. Didn't even know it was around to begin with. Heard it the other day. Bruv.
Bruv. So we will see you bruvs later.
Bruv.
Bruv. Police bruv.
Officer bro.
Officer bro.